Hi, everybody, and welcome to this month's Symphony Group Taster. And it's on Allowance. So I have with me the wonderful Brian Stovall, and we shall ask questions. What else is possible with this taster? And what's different about Allowance that's now available?
Yay. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're grateful to have you with us. And so, what else is possible today? And what can you be today that you've never been before? And what can you allow? And what have you been defending and avoiding with allowance? And everything that is, will you now destroy and create it all?
Right, wrong, good, bad, papacal, nine shirts, boys and beyonds.
Yeah. So, like, do you ever get frustrated? Do you ever, get agitated or anything of that? So, like, I wonder what you could allow and how much your allowance is maybe smaller than it could be. And so, what if we just right now, like, ask for our allowance to expand even more beyond the crazy awareness that we're aware of and allow yourself to have more ease. So anything that doesn't allow you to actually choose to have that allowance for yourself, for others, for the world, for a place, a thing, whatever it is that's driving you crazy, will you now destroy and create all that?
Right, wrong, good, bad, papacal, nine shirts, boys and beyonds.
Cool. And what if what you're aware of has nothing to do with you? And so, how much have you made things that are not yours, yours? And we now destroy and create all that. So everywhere you bought it as yours and decided it was yours and you took it on as yours and said, this is mine and I'm going to figure it out. We now destroy and create all that.
Right, wrong, good, bad, papacal, nine shirts, boys and beyonds. One of the things I started saying lately was, what if who does it belong to, and the awareness of whatever it is that's not yours is actually the lower level of oneness, because you are aware of all these things from all these other people, and that is a part of oneness. What if we can have more ease with that? What if we can have allowance with the awarenesses that we have? The stress that you're feeling, is that yours or is it the other person? And then you bought it as yours, and then really you're happy. But then, is it right to be happy right now? Everybody's stressed. Is it wrong to be happy? Have you ever made yourself wrong for not feeling the way everybody else around you is feeling or being? What if you can be an allowance of that, whatever you're being, and choose to be it, or choose to fit in, and it's okay. So everything that brings up or lets down.
We now destroy and create it all, right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pop, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So questions are always welcome. So if you guys ever have a question, just want to pop in, that's always a contribution to see what else is possible and what similarity may someone else have that you could unlock by just asking your question. So be aware that questions are awesome and they empower. So anything doesn't allow you to be in the question always, we now destroy and create all that.
Right, wrong, and bad, papacal, nine shirts, boys and beyonds.
Cool.
There's a comment. It's like I'm defending my rightness, that they are wrong and feeling wrong by making them wrong. So I did not feel like that exactly this morning either. So, so what are we all defending and avoiding about being right? As a reason and justification for not having allowance, and vice versa. Everything that brings up or lets down, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, Popak, shorts, boys, and beyond.
And what are we all defending and avoiding as being wrong? Oh, not sure. It's not. I'm not sure how to word it the other way. There's something there.
So what defense and what avoidance are you using with the wrongness you're choosing, and everything that is times Godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it?
Right, wrong, good, bad, Papak, all nine shirts, boys and beyonds. And another comment, as soon as this Zoom started, my body scratches all over. What is this? Who does this belong to? What is her body telling her? Oh, Brian, I'm not sure if you're still here. Your camera was frozen for a second.
Oh, okay, am I back?
Yes.
So what I was asking to Karen is, what are you aware of? And so if you could give us more information, that would be okay. There's a couple of people asking about being an allowance of you. So all your projections, expectations, separation, judgments, and rejections of you, by you, or by others, will you now destroy and create all that?
Right, wrong, good, bad, Papak, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
And what blueprint or schematics have you chosen, or have you allowed others to place on top of you that is not who you truly be? And when you are in that, you're like, how do I be me? And somebody else wants you to be something else. And everything that is, will you now destroy and create all that?
Right, wrong, good, bad, Papak, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Okay. So how can I be an allowance of myself, body, my health, whatever my life is right now, and also be an allowance of my parents' health issues? Okay, so we kind of dealt with self already, your body. Well, you got to just stay in the question. So, and like, keep working every day. So what's happening with that is that you always have to be in the question and always be working with the energies, using the tools to actually shift and change things. If you just sit in it and you do nothing, then nothing's going to change. However, if you go, who does this belong to? Return to sender, that's one tool. Pocket pod, anything doesn't allow that. And everywhere I bought it is mine, pocket pod, or what am I defending and avoiding with the body I'm choosing? And what am I defending and avoiding with the now I'm choosing? What if you could just be in all, instead of past, present, future, all of that, like Dane said, what if you could be in all the nows? Like every one of them, all at once. You're an infinite being. You can be in all different places at once. So what allowance can you have for yourself not to be linearity? And anything doesn't allow you to actually be multi spaces all at once. We now destroy and create all that.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
And as far as parents' health issues, you have to ask the question if they are really willing to heal this. Because if you take on that energy and decide you're going to heal that for them, you're never going to heal that energy for them, because they have to choose it. It's their energy, their choice. And when you start choosing for them, then you become superior and you're like, hey, I can do this for you. And then it gets really heavy and you're like, why is it not changing? I'm working so hard. So everything that is, everywhere any one of you have worked for anyone else with the idea that you were going to change it for them because you had this wonderful idea and you're super magical. You probably could change it if they would allow you, but they're not choosing it. So you're spinning your wheels in the mud going, why am I not getting anywhere? I'm stuck in the mud. And then everything that is times a godzillion, we now destroy and create all that.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
So what if you let them be who they truly be? Okay, so if they're choosing what they're choosing and they're not willing to change, wouldn't it be easier for you to have allowance for them to be who they're being in that moment? Now, if they choose a different choice later, cool, amazing. So everywhere we're not been an allowance of ourselves or anyone else with what they were choosing, will you now destroy and uncreate it and allow yourself to be free of it and to choose to be in ease, joy, and glory for you and whatever they're choosing. And anything doesn't allow that, we now destroy and uncreate that.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
So how many of you took on the job that it was your job to save the world or the universe or whatever it was? And will you now be willing to revoke, reclaim, rescind, renounce, destroy and uncreate all the jobs? Because what if you just quit? Like, what if today was the day you said, I quit? That job's not for me anymore. Not doing it, setting it down, letting it go. And okay, cool. Because it's not working anyways. So anyways, will you now destroy and uncreate it and dissipate, release that from your reality? Yes. And on 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, 4 for something new. New future. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Woo.
Lots of questions. So I'll go to this one first. They actually asked me to heal them. They pay me for it. Yeah, I don't see any difference in their health condition. Brian, your video is okay. You're back.
Video. Pocket pot.
Your sound also cuts off when the video cuts off.
Oh no! Everything that is pocket pod, pocket pod, pocket pod, pocket pod.
So
Well,
all the bodies and beings and entities who are not in allowance
yes.
will we just melt all those barriers down just for maybe a second?
Well, let's clear all the entities out. Like how many entities are contributing, to all of the unallowance, and how many crazy points of view of entities do you have around you that are not you, yet you perceive them as you, and you're like, "Wait, what's the matter with me?" But actually, it's just an entity you're aware of that's going crazy around you. So all the entities are going bananas around us and on this call and trying to stop the call, not having allowance for the call. Will we now let them all go? If you're willing and you say yes, here we go. Truth, who are you guys? Truth, who are you for that? And truth, who are you for that? Truth, who are you for that? And truth, who are you for that? And truth, who are you for that? And truth, who will all of you be in the future? And all that magnetic, electrical, chemical imprinting and all your secret agendas, will we now destroy it and create it and dissipate it, release it? Right, wrong, good, bad, on I, Paul Park, shorts, boys, beyonds. So what if you don't have to be the effective entities? And what if you are the most dominant entity in your life? And anything doesn't allow that, will you now destroy and create it?
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Cool. Yeah, let's ask all of our teammates. So every one of you have teammates. So just ask your energetic teammates to actually assist you. And everybody just see if you can lower all your walls and barriers into the allowance that you truly be. What if we allowed that allowance to flow? Like with those barriers, what if you're like stopping the allowance in any way? And if you are, will you now destroy and create all that?
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. There's still this energy of right and wrong, good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything we're avoiding and defending with what's right about this, what's good about this, what's bad about this, what's
Yeah. So what you decided is so right, that's not right. And what have you decided that's so wrong, that's not wrong. And who did you buy that from? Or who did you hear that from? Or who told you that? Or how did you come up with that idea? And will you now destroy and create all that?
right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
So if you gave up your rightness and you gave up your wrongness, what would you choose? And anything doesn't allow that. Let's add, what allowance would you choose? And anything that doesn't allow that, you now destroy and create it.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
So
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead, Annie. Go
If
ahead.
if all the other people's judgments of you being right or being wrong was not relevant to you at all, how much more allowance would you have of them?
Yeah. So what if it's not about you and everything that is, will you now destroy and create it?
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
So everywhere you're making this personal, like how much do you take things and make them personal in your life? And so, and how much of that really belongs to you? So everywhere you bought something is real, that's not yours, then locked it in and made it personal, will you now destroy and create all that?
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds, especially if it has something to do with your body.
So remember, light is the truth and heavy is the lie. Okay. So what if you asked like with each one of these things you guys have been asking about with, your body, you know, parents, Like, where is that lightness in there? Like, and if you could actually allow the lightness. So what if you like were, finding a spot in your body or with you in your being, and you're like, hey, that's kind of heavy right there. What if you added more lightness to it, and allowance and space and energy and consciousness, and you expand it out with that in those spaces that you're tight and heavy and are the lie of your reality. So what if you found all those molecules in your body right now that had some sort of energy in your being, that had some sort of heaviness to them? And let's all together right now just add that lightness and that allowance, that expansiveness, that space, that truth of who you truly be. And is it possible for you to just change things? So anything doesn't allow you to be that magic, that phenomenal magic that you truly be. In allowance of you and your abilities and your capacities, will you now destroy and create all that?
Right, wrong, good, bad, BIPOC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Cool. So if you find yourself getting stuck, like, use these tools to see what you can shift and change. Like, be the magic that you be. Yeah, we all get caught in crazy things. It's how we choose to work with it and how we choose to shift and change it. Like, if you keep choosing the craziness, it's going to create more craziness. Or you're going to choose something different. So anything doesn't allow you to break the cycle, the loyalties, the patterns, the promises, whatever it was, wherever you swore to do it this way, and or you decided this was the right way or the wrong way, everything that is, will you now revoke, recant, reclaim, rescind, renounce, destroy, and uncreate it all, turn it all upside down, do a 180, choose something different.
Right, wrong, good, bad, BIPOC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
What else, you guys?
I kind of have a fun home play
Go for it. Do it.
for everyone. So, especially when you're stuck right in the middle of all of this, because sometimes it's hard to see the lightness. Um, Try this out. Say 10 times, I'm wrong, 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 I'm wrong. They're wrong, 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 they're wrong. I'm right, 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 I'm right. They're right, 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 they're right. And one of that's gonna be light, or all of them are gonna be light, but then you start seeing what the lightness is. And then you can start clearing and start being that allowance.
That's really awesome. So what are you defending and avoiding with the allowance that you're choosing, and everything that is, will you now destroy and create it?
Right, wrong, give up, all nature, its voice and beyonds. So Karen, I just want to check in if you're still here. How's the scratches? Or how you be? Okay, slightly better.
So what I would wonder with that is like, what are you aware of there? Is it you, someone else, or something else? Are you just changing?
Is that an energy you're aware of? Okay.
Cool.
Like,
All right, cool. So what are you avoiding and defending with the itching you're choosing that's not allowing you to change into the change you're desiring to change to? And anything doesn't allow that, will you now destroy and create all that and allow yourself, instead of locking it in an itch or something in your body or an awareness, whatever that is, will you now destroy and create it and allow yourself to choose it and be it, know it, perceive it, receive it?
right, wrong, give up, all nature, its voice and beyonds.
3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, so she said comfort zone. So everybody that's chose their comfort zone, and that like, oh, I get out of my comfort zone, and it's like, ah. So we now destroy it and create that comfort zone. So will you now allow yourself, and like, remember, fear is a lie. So because it's a distractor implant. And so really ask yourself, is it fear or excitement that's really here? Because you could be like trapping yourself in a box in this comfort zone. And then right outside of it, there's a super fun thing you're just about to choose, but you're staying in the box because, oh, it's so safe in this box. And so everything that is, we are now destroying and create it. Will you now destroy and create it and allow yourself to expand out, blow the boxes up, and choose something different?
Right, wrong, give up, all nature, its voice and beyonds.
Let's do like in that 16 into the mutation, the holly, yeah, on 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. To mutate into something different and be who you truly be. So let's like, okay, let's look at this. What allowance can we have for each other? We're all different beings. We're all different beings. We may as well all be from different like planets, universes, whatever it is. Okay. So like, what capacities do we all have that we can acknowledge and be? And they don't have to be like everybody else's. And you don't have to look like everybody else just because we have a body that looks kind of similar. Like, are you really that similar? Are you all from different places? And will you acknowledge that you're like that different and that you could be that different and that it's okay to be different? And what if you have all these crazy abilities to do this, and then this person has all these to do that? And will you just allow everybody, instead of putting them all in a box and we all have to fit and look like this and do this and walk in this straight line and do it all the same? We're all robots. So are we now destroying and create all this?
Right, wrong, give up, all nature, its voice and beyonds.
Like, how much is this reality trying to make you into an algorithmic robot? And will you now destroy and uncreate that? And on 5, blow that out of the water and allow yourself to be who you truly came here to be and choose the capacities that you truly be. And on 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, Annie, what else do you have?
There's a bird singing here.
Okay, so I oftentimes say to others, allow me to be me. And I caught myself into that and ask myself, what is that? Where am I seeking allowance from others to be me? And now I feel pressure in the solar plexus. Okay, well, cool. Well, are you looking for approval or acknowledgement from others? And will you allow yourself to acknowledge you and approve you without them? Like, everywhere you're looking outside of you for that, acknowledgement or hey, you did good or you're amazing. Will you now destroy and create all that and like give it to yourself? Is now the time to choose you? Okay, like look at that. Like everywhere you're waiting for somebody else to choose you, in life, in a relationship, in business, or whatever it is, in your profession, or you're trying to create something, you're waiting for this other person or other thing to choose you before you go and be the magic you are. So, because they're going to know you're more magic than because they choose you. Insanity. Will you now destroy and create all that? Will you now allow yourself to choose you?
Anything that doesn't allow that, right, wrong, good, bad, but all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Ah, yay. Okay, so I would ask, is it panic that you're feeling? Because that's what she's saying, and a bit of a panic feeling in there in the chat. Remember, fear and excitement have the same energy. So look at that and ask that question. Is this truly a panic, or is that because that's kind of a fear there? Or am I really excited about it and I misidentified them because they're so close in energy and I'm like, oh, I'm scared. Oh, no, I'm not scared. Oh, wait, I'm excited. I'm going to choose me. Everything that is where you've misidentified and misapplied fear and excitement in any way, in any lifetime, time, space, dimensionality, and you using that against you to stop you, when you now destroy and create it and choose you.
Right, wrong, good, bad, but all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Let's do this together for just a little bit. Everybody, all together. You got to remember how this works. We're going to do who does this belong to all together. Let's do that together. This time when you do it, and I'm not sure if you've been doing it this way before, but I'm just going to say it this way so that you get real clear what we're choosing. We're not going to have any point of view where this is going. We're going to set down all of our projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections. We're going to let go of anybody that we think that it would go to, because we're going to let it go back all the way to those originators, whether it was a year ago or a billion years ago. You're going to have no point of view. And that's how you work. Who does this belong to? It's like no point of view, nowhere. You don't have any idea where it's going. Just let it go. So let's do it together. We're just going to keep saying it over and over again for a little bit. Who does this belong to? Return to sender. 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 If you're thinking, stop it and keep going back to who does this belong to? Who does this belong to? Return to sender. Who does this belong to? Return to sender. And when your mind comes in again, stop it. Go, okay, come back to the who does this belong to? Who does this belong to? Return to sender. Who does this belong to? Return to sender. Who does this belong to? Because how much does this mind get in the way? Like, remember that. So who does this belong to? Return to sender. 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 Notice the energy changing for you. Is it changing? Is it getting lighter? Who does this belong to? Return to sender. Who does this belong to? Return to sender. Cool.
So we went a little bit over time. How's everybody? So Brian and I are still allowing, I guess, allowing registrations for our money workbook series. And what else? My mind's so spacey.
Yeah. So join us if you would like to. When Annie sends the recording out, she'll send the link for the money. So you'll get all the recordings. So there's only been one so far. So if you would like to join, it's so amazing. I would love to have you with us and see what we could change with money, money with your family, money with you, money with whatever. And so what else is possible with money? And what energy, space, and consciousness and allowance can you be with money? Anything doesn't allow that, we now destroy and create it.
Right, wrong, good, bad, poor, pack, all nine shirts, boys and beyonds. And next month is gratitude. So what if we can spend the rest of this month being grateful for everything, our bodies, our beings, people around you. I know I adore each and every one of you so much. Thank you, and thank you, Brian.
Yay, thank you guys. I'm grateful to be here with you and always honored. And thank you for choosing more and being you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, Brian.